Most notable might have been The Weeknd. I probably skipped like a bunch of people in between,
Oh my
but The
gosh,
Weeknd,
dude.
that was fun. Yeah, The Weeknd, man.
Dude, I'm sure that was a great experience too, right?
That was crazy, yo.
Yeah.
And again, that was right before he turned into the mega star he is now.
Oh
So
wow.
I feel like I got lucky, like in my career of like really seeing what it took to get to that next level,
Yeah.
and just to see the people transform. Like it's so
Yeah.
cool, man. Like I got to see it, you know. I was with him for a couple years as well, and
Right.
that was kind of like The Weeknd. His name is Abel, and he was just like
Okay.
I would always have a couple drinks, you know, and start rapping on the bus, freestyling. You
Yeah.
know, he'd be like, John, man, like you can rap. You're like, you know, and I'm like, oh man, whatever, bro, knock it off. And and then 4 years later, here I am rapping. And
Right.
I ran into Abel when I was playing a show with Lady Gaga. So this was
Right.
like an 8 year stretch at this point, and he seen me, and I had crazy hair, and his hair
Right.
was kind of like how mine was, and he was like,
All
"Yo,
right.
John." He was like, we swapped hairs, man. We still, it was
Right.
cool that he still remembered me. You know, we gave each
Oh,
other a hug,
dude,
asked
that's
how I was
awesome.
doing. Yeah, man.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Speaking of Lady Gaga, you played the Super Bowl with her,
I
right?
did, man.
How
Matter of
how
fact,
was that, man?
with that bass right there, man.
Dude,
That's
can you get that bass? Can
yeah,
you show that off?
which is in fact the bass I learned to play on. Let me
Oh,
grab it.
what?
Yeah, so I learned to play on this, man.
Oh,
This is Ron Bass, a friend of mine, Ron Bass. He painted it. He's an amazing artist, amazing. Bass by Ron Bass. If you
man.
haven't heard of him, he's in Forever 21 right now.
All right.
But again, before he was in Forever 21, we were just good friends, man. And yeah, I had my first show as a rapper. And he came and I wanted to have like an art rap show or something like that. And there was a part where I was singing and rapping and he was painting my bass behind me. And then yeah, and this is what it was. So
Dude.
the only one I play, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
What kind of bass is that?
So this is a Fender J bass, completely modded. Got Nordstrand pickups. It has a performance preamp in it. Babix. This is the most important part of a guitar, man.
Right.
This right here, the bridge. So it has
Yeah,
a Babix bridge, and yeah, this thing is about as old as my career because I ordered
man.
this off of American Musical Supply
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that
when I was
store.
yeah, remember yeah when you could
Yeah.
make payments, you know,
Yeah,
I was
right.
making my little payments.
That was the easy way, you
Oh
know?
man, I miss it. I tried to log back in a couple days ago just if I could see my order because I
Right,
forgot what year this base was because
right.
it got painted over. But
Dude.
yeah, so played the Super Bowl with Lady Gaga, which is just that was a surreal experience because I didn't think that she would actually let me do it because
Right.
I was freshly hired.
All
So
right.
I just got hired, I would say a month, 2 months before that.
Right.
You know, so when I heard that the Super Bowl thing was coming down the pipeline, we were actually in France and she was playing a Victoria's Secret show. Tim Stewart was there, the whole band, and I was the newest member. I was a very new member.
Right.
And at this point, they're doing security. They're doing like their security clearance for the Super Bowl. So they're taking their photos, they're giving their passports, you know, all it's a lot of stuff that goes into like just the clearance of the people allowed on the field. And they normally they do it a year before they actually play the gig, or maybe like 7 months before.
Right.
So Gaga's team, they're gathering all their credentials that they need from people, and they just skipped over me. So I'm like, oh
Oh.
yeah, yeah. So I'm like, oh, I'm not playing the Super Bowl. It's okay, like, because no one, I didn't get any credentials. They didn't ask for no photos. And then one day they took
Oh.
photos. Yeah. So, but then one day they just took photos, and you know they gave me my credentials, and I just could not believe that I played the Super Bowl and I was just hired. It was
Man.
like I went from literally like writing songs, being broke in my car, developing as an artist to playing a Super Bowl. It was crazy, dude.
Dude, man. That's that.
Talk about lows and highs, bro.
Right.
That's
I was
crazy.
just gonna say that, man. That's some pretty good highs,
Dude,
man. You know?
it was like too low to too high and like too fast. Like, you know, it's kind of like when you drink a slushy too fast and you get to like the I was like, okay, this is like this is like a little crazy, man. Like I could have went somewhere else. I could have played at a bar first or something, you know. Give me a couple bar gigs or
Right.
you know,
Right.
so she kind of like really, you know, took me to that next level and pushes me still to this day, man.
Wow, man.
Yeah, she's
You
dope.
still with her, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's the most supportive person I've ever worked with, you know. So when we did the Joanne tour a couple years ago.
All right.
This is back when I was doing bass hop. She let me do 18 shows of my own. So we would do like an arena show with her, and then
Yeah.
on the off day, the next day we take the bus and go play a show out of a hole in the wall somewhere. Same band, same everything, and they would come to the shows.
All right.
And then I'll go the next day and go play a show with her.
Dude,
So just for her, yeah, just for her to let me do that is just like
that's
I'm
sick.
yeah, I'm extremely loyal to her just for that. She
Yeah.
didn't have to do that. So and she
Dude.
did. Pretty cool, man.
Visit us on www.talkmusicpodcast.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Download our podcast on Apple, Google, Amazon, and Spotify.